The excitement of Arizona high school lacrosse is addictive. The Arizona Lacrosse League invites you to watch, support, and play lacrosse. It's one of the fastest growing sports, and the action and excitement will keep you coming back. To join a team in your area or to find out about a game in your area, go to ArizonaLacrosseLeague.com. Auto Glass Perfection is a proud sponsor of the Arizona Lacrosse League. From stone chip repair, glass replacement, to commercial fleet auto glass services, Auto Glass Perfection will meet and exceed your satisfaction. Plus, they accept all types of auto insurance. For more, go to agperfection.com. The Arizona Lacrosse League is on the air in the final event of the 2015 season. We're coming to you from Scottsdale Sports Complex. It's our Arizona Lacrosse League All-Star Game. I'm Jeff Lowry with APN Sports. We're getting set for the opening face-off. Ian Nadell and Ben Callahan, two of the top face-off artists during the course of the regular season, and they will go head-to-head. Nadell, number 30 on the left. The South All-Stars will win the opening face-off, and this game is underway. South come in with the blue tops, as the North will be featured in the white. And a nice battle for this opening face-off possession, finally won by the North All-Stars. They're now trying to clear it out of there, but some outstanding defense by the blue team, led by Teddy Sullivan, who wears number 17. And he's got it. And he's looking to pass over the middle and broken up on a nice job by the goaltender. Talking about Wyatt Hill, the outstanding goalie, first-team All-Stater. Get it up to Nadell, who is a second-team All-State. And if the statistics on the website are correct, it looks like Ian Nadell led the state in face-off wins, at least in Division I play. So we're scoreless here in the first. You're watching the 2015 Arizona Lacrosse League All-Star Game, another successful year for the league. Our state champion this year is the Dodge is thwarted, and an outstanding play, and the South All-Stars come up with a ball and a chance to ride it out of their own half, as we are right in line with the flight path of Scottsdale Airport. Taking a shot, no good. And that was Cade Van Raphorst, the Defensive Player of the Year for the Arizona Lacrosse League. No score. And Ryan Kukulis strikes first for the South All-Stars, and they lead it 1-0 here in the first quarter. Outstanding play. And we take a look at our all-state team here on APM Video Sports. Of course, Jacob Patterson, the big left hand of Corona del Sol. Desert Vista well represented, Votto and Vargas. Cade Bluen, a big year, only a sophomore over there. And, of course, Ryan Kukulis, the outstanding midfielder and the offensive player of the year, and rightly so. So Kukulis, the offensive player of the year of the Arizona Lacrosse League 2015, gets the South on the board, and they lead it by a score of 1-0. Gray in possession of it. A tremendous season for the Chaparral Firebirds. Long stick midfield defender, and takes a shot. He was fourth on his team in scoring this year, leading Chaparral to their first state championship game since 2012. And congratulations to Austin Gray, who took the Chaparral Firebirds from a 6-7 season a year ago to a 13-3 year this season, and a trip to the state finals to take on two-time defending champion Desert Vista. Of course, Desert Vista won that game 16-5. Dan Lannon, a phenomenal year once again, and arguably two of the best teams by Desert Vista. And we apologize for our location here. We got a tree in the way, unfortunately. Nothing we can do about that. We brought the axe out, but the fine people at Scottsdale Sports Complex said nothing doing. So a 1-0 lead here for the South. We're in the first quarter. going to be a relatively short game here on the Arizona Lacrosse League Network. A good pass and a nice-looking effort there. Shot taken no good. Colin Smith from that state champion Desert Vista team, the senior, clears it out. Outstanding job in the South, looking to go up 2-0. Ryan Kukulis scoring shortly into the contest. Quick pass, and that one is going to go out of play. Last touch by the South. The North has it here in the first quarter. We do not have a scoreboard here on Field 1 at Sports Complex in Scottsdale. Here's an interception. Here's a big shot and a spectacular save that time by Chaparral goaltender, the junior, talking about Wyatt Hill. On the restart, here's the North All-Stars in possession. First quarter action, a 1-0 lead for the South, scored on a shot by Ryan Kukulis, and then he did a nice flip thereafter. Strong defense applied by the South, and the long clear up ahead. And this is Teddy Sullivan out of South Point. He, too, just a sophomore this year, looking to go to Denver, and the backward pass to Balderrama. And with lightning-like swiftness, the South leads it 2-0. On an assist play, Sullivan out of South Point, Balderrama out of Mountain Point, and it's 2-0 South All-Stars here in period number 1. Face-off win, finally corralled by Kukulis, the midfielder. Kukulis aggressively attacking, broken up. Thomas Dye looked like he got a stick in there and broke that one up, and now the North with an opportunity. Good build-up here. Nadell changing his direction. Usually a face-off get-off, and he will give this way to the one of the long stick. This is Gray weaving through. An outstanding effort by Austin Gray, the fine player out of Chaparral. His shot was no good, obviously. Keeping the score South 2, North nothing here in the first. Gray trying to split dodge with the long stick. North trying to cut into the lead and get on the board for the first time, and a big-time right hand, a powerful right hand. And I'm assuming that is Russ Gilligan. And Gilligan, one of the outstanding players who had 4 goals in the first half of the Chaparral Brophy semifinals for the Firebirds, the Chaparral Firebirds. Gilligan coming up empty-handed there. And Cade Bluen will get it over to Russell Gilligan and around the horn. And to teammate Charlie Felix, who had a truly outstanding season in his senior year with the Chap Firebirds. Well represented here, and a nice job defensively by Ben Callahan, breaking up that shot. It goes sailing out of play. The backing up was the White All-Stars, and they will retain possession. First period action. South have had scores from Ryan Kukulis of Desert Vista and Balderrama. Xavier Balderrama out of Mountain Point on an assist from Sullivan out of South Point, and the South All-Stars lead it 2-0 here in the first. Here's Felix going to work. 1-on-1, takes a big right hand, and it's turned away on an outstanding save by Colin Smith of Desert Vista. Third team All-State, or honorable mention. And now the ball into the cross of Cade Bluen. They'll work the ball out of X. And a nice effort here. Smith again on the save. A shot attempt, I believe, by Carter Smith. They got the whole Chaparral offense out there here for the North All-Stars. 2-0 South lead. Intercepted. Nice takeaway at midfield. That might have been Ryan Swanger. Swanger making the picking up the loose ball at midfield and putting it into the offensive half, only for the North to miss the shot, but they were backing up. 2-0 South lead here in the first period. The dodge, thought Gilligan was going to shoot coming off that dodge. Instead, turns it over. And the South All-Stars with a chance to bring it into their offensive half with a 2-0 lead. Stay with us at halftime. They'll be announcing the All-Americans. They'll also be announcing, as this one's a takeaway, here's Carter Smith, left-handed wing, and he had to restart because of the outstanding defense, and they'll work it around. Settle in on their 6-on-6 here. They'll also be awarding the Offensive Defensive Players of the Year, the Coach of the Year, the Official of the Year. As our public address announcer Dave Henning will be the Master of Ceremonies, and our Billy Lloyd Memorial Award and the Team Sportsmanship Award. Cade Bluen, left-handed dominant. Ball coming out onto the field, and no stoppage in play. And now here is Justin Gray going to work, and had a nice dodge there, but Kukulis, that strong defense, the outstanding midfielder, was there to break that one up. North will keep the possession, and they have held the ball probably more so than the South here in this first period. Carter with a big left hand, no good. But South leads it over the North in the white jerseys. North in the white, trailing 2-0. 2015 Arizona Lacrosse League All-Star Game on APM Video Sports. And for a good part of this quarter, you've seen a strong Chaparral Firebird presence on the offensive side. Charlie Felix will restart it. North trying to break the ice and get on the board for the first time, and boy, did he have a very good look there. It was an impressive dodge, but took it to the doorstep and could not open the door. He may have another opportunity here, and he takes a left-handed shot, missed wide left. And that will take us to the end of period number one. The South leading the North 2-0. You're watching the Arizona Lacrosse League All-Star Game on APM. We'll be back from Scottsdale in just a moment. Auto Glass Perfection is locally owned and operated and a proud sponsor of the Arizona Lacrosse League. For over 15 years, Auto Glass Perfection's passion is glass. Their focus is on your satisfaction and safety. Call 602-953-7876, or you can go to their website for more at agperfection.com. Heading now to the second period of play in our 2015 Arizona Lacrosse League All-Star Game. 2-0 lead for the South All-Stars. Desert Vista Thunder midfielder and All-American Ryan Kukulis scored the game's first goal a couple of minutes into the contest, and then Xavier Balderrama on an assist from Sullivan scored. Balderrama out of Mountain Point, Sullivan out of South Point, and currently 2-0 the South lead. South, by the way, are in the blue tops, while the North in the white. Good defense in the X. Thomas Dye out of Brophy. If I'm not mistaken, this is Reed Sinclair, a defensive player, getting a chance to play some offense, and he missed the shot. Of course, during the course of the season, we mentioned that Desert Vista defeated Chaparral in the state championships. It was the third consecutive trip for Dan Lannon's Thunder. And they have won the last two, as the shot taken that time is going to be denied by Wyatt Hill, who was the first-team All-State goalie, but will not be able to stop Bryson Palmer's right-handed shot, and it's 3-0 in favor of the South. So he got the rebound and was able to put it right back in, so the South has come out here and has been very impressive, looking to go up 4-0, and they do. Braden Martinez with a powerful right hand out of Hamilton High School, and it's 4-0 in favor of the South. So a good start for the South All-Stars in this 2015 All-Star game. Some outstanding defense, goal line extended left. South looking to gain possession. Gavin Christ, a good hustle play over there, but give it back to the North. So through the first 14 minutes of play, the North has been shut out here. And it's 4-0 South. They have had 4 different players score here, including Kukulis, Balderrama, Bryson Palmer, Braden Martinez. We mentioned Desert Vista winning Division I state championship. In Division II, what a game that turned out to be between Desert Mountain and Hamilton. The two teams had battled each other twice during the regular season. South will get the ball on the turnover here. Desert Mountain and Hamilton met twice during the regular season. Both games were determined by just 1 point. And then the state final, it was a 2-point victory for the Desert Mountain Wolves. Coach Perez did a sensational job with Division II play, and Desert Mountain won their first ever Arizona Lacrosse League state championship. As the Arizona Lacrosse League went back to 2-division play here in 2015 after a couple of year hiatus. If we didn't mention this earlier, Austin Gray winning Coach of the Year. Ryan Kukulis of Desert Vista, the offensive player. Cade Van Raphorst, also of Desert Vista, the defensive player of the year. And they will be recognized at halftime. We'll have coverage of that right here on our Arizona Lacrosse League Game of the Week. It's the 2015 Lacrosse All-Star Game. 4-0 lead here for the South. They got a 50-50 ball at midfield, and they battle for it. Let's see who comes up with it. And I'll tell you right now, the North All-Stars could desperately use a point here. They need a goal to get back into this game. They have given up 4 unanswered goals to start this contest. Kukulis, Balderrama, Palmer, and Martinez scoring, and now a 5th. This one on an assist from Powers to Gavin Christ out of Gilbert Tigers, and it's 5-0 in favor of the South. Second quarter action here from the Scottsdale Sports Complex. So a 5-0 lead here for the South. North trying to get a good look at what has been certainly a tough quarter and, well, a little more than a quarter and a half of lacrosse here. Shot taken, Smith on the save. He's been a tough nut to crack here at a Desert Vista High School. Honorable mention All-Stater. And now the South will move into transition. Good defense by the North, but able to get it into the offensive half. And they will set things up with Ryan Kukulis out of Desert Vista, looking to dodge straight ahead. He will dish it off, and Bryson Palmer has his second score of the day, and the South leads it 6-0. On Ryan Kukulis' second point, Bryson Palmer leads all scorers with 2 goals, and it's 6-0. So a good start for the South All-Stars. If you're wondering how the teams were split up, the South All-Stars representing Chandler, Gilbert, Corona, South Point, Sabino, Desert Vista, Mountain Point, Hamilton. North All-Stars, I'll give you in a moment. We got a build-up. Austin Gray to the cage, and he has put one in there to put the score to 6-1. So Austin Gray, and our apologies, didn't get over there in time to catch that one. 6-1 now. The deficit has been cut to 5. Callahan getting the face-off possession and the win. Talking about the way we split these two All-Star games up. We mentioned the South, represented by Corona, Chandler, and Gilbert. South Point, Desert Vista. Mountain Point, Sabino, and Hamilton. The North All-Stars, represented by Pinnacle, Horizon, Glendale, Notre Dame, Desert Mountain, Chaparral. Boulder Creek is here. Brophy. West Valley. I believe that wraps up the North All-Stars, who trail it 6-1 here in period number 2. They got a great dodge that time, but left the shot high. And backing up was the South All-Stars, who lead it 6-0 here. For our 2015 Arizona Lacrosse League coverage All-Star game on APN Sports. Nice clear by Wyatt Hill out of Chaparral, but the ball goes sailing out of play, and the South will retain possession, led by number 4, Defensive Player of the Year out of Desert Vista, Cade Van Raphorst, who will be going to Duke next year. Truly one of the great defensive players in league history. Good ball rotation by the South. Looked like they had the opportunity that time. Could not come up with a goal. Keeping the possession and now losing it. Goal line extended right. And coming up with it for the North All-Stars. It was one of the Poles. A good play there. And now that is going to take us to halftime with South leading the North 6-1. There is a flag down on the play. And we'll return from Scottsdale's Sports Complex with the halftime festivities in a moment. Auto Glass Perfection is locally owned and operated and a proud sponsor of the Arizona Lacrosse League. For over 15 years, Auto Glass Perfection's passion is glass. Their focus is on your satisfaction and safety. Call 602-953-7876, or you can go to their website for more at agperfection.com.
From Desert Vista, Ben Callahan. From Brophy, Jack Ducey. The honorable mention, defense. From Gilbert, Sam Jones. From Sabino, Marcus Fosdick. From Desert Mountain, Dan Kalinowski. Honorable mention goaltenders. From Desert Vista, Colin Smith. And from South Point, Gabe Keller. Again, the honorable mention all-state team. From Chandler, Mark Capron. From Chaparral, Carter Smith. From South Point, Chase Tornquist. Second team All-State midfield. From Gilbert, Gavin Christ. From Chaparral, Charlie Felix. From Chaparral, Ian Nadell. From South Point, Shane Crownhart. Second team All-State defense. From Brophy, Tom Dye. From South Point, Reed Sinclair. From Desert Vista, Neil McLaughlin. In goal from Chaparral, Carson Davis. In goal from Sabino, Daniel Rodriguez. Another hand for the second team, All Arizona. And now the first team, All State. At attack from Corona del Sol, Jacob Patterson. At attack from Desert Vista, Stephen Votto. At attack from Desert Vista, Rafael Vargas. And at attack from Chaparral, Cade Bluin. First team All-State midfield. From Desert Vista, Ryan Kakulis. From Brophy, Alex Paul. From Sabino, Stephen Powers. And from Brophy, Patrick McNeil. First team, All-State defense. From Desert Vista, Cade Van Raphorst. From Chaparral, Justin Gray. From Chaparral, Noah Plotkin. From Brophy, Mark Frakes. And from South Point, Chris Sullivan. And first team All-State goalie from Chaparral, Wyatt Hill. For first team All-State Arizona. And we're going to move on to some of the other individual awards. The Coach of the Year for 2015, from Chaparral, Austin Gray. The 2015 Offensive Player of the Year from Desert Vista, Ryan Kakulis. (2015) Defensive Player of the Year from Desert Vista, Cade Van Raphorst. The Outstanding Official for 2015 is Ben Vosica. The team that won the Sportsmanship Award as voted on by the other coaches in the league. The Gilbert Tigers. This year, the Arizona Lacrosse League has added one award in memory of one of the all-time great players, great coaches, and true pioneers of the game who we lost just this month, former Sabino SaberCat Billy Lloyd. So we're giving an award this year to the alumnus who has given the most back to the league, and we thought this year for the inaugural award, someone that Billy knew well, another player from Tucson who has come in and really rebuilt the Gilbert program into one of the strongest in the state, and that is Frankie Armenta. And finally, the 2015 All-Americans from Arizona. From Desert Vista, Ryan Kukulis. From Desert Vista, Cade Van Raphorst. From Chaparral, Justin Gray. From Corona del Sol, Jacob Patterson. And from Desert Vista, Stephen Votto. Thank you, the 2015 All-Americans from Arizona.
Auto Glass Perfection is a proud sponsor of the Arizona Lacrosse League. From stone chip repair, glass replacement, to commercial fleet auto glass services, Auto Glass Perfection will meet and exceed your satisfaction. Plus, they accept all types of auto insurance. For more, go to agperfection.com. Well, we'd like to welcome you back to Scottsdale Sports Complex as we start the third quarter. South leading at 6-1. They got scores from Ryan Kukulis and Balderrama in the first. Bryson Palmer, Braden Martinez, Gavin Christ, and again Palmer to take a 6-0 lead. And then Austin Gray late in the second quarter came up with a score, unassisted goal to cut it to 6-1. And that is where we stand right now as the South, of course, scoring the first 6 goals of the contest. And they lead it currently 6-1. North in the white, South in the blue. Again, a very successful year for Arizona high school lacrosse. Congratulations goes out to Dan Lannon's Desert Vista Thunder as a shot is taken from way out and no good. Andy Fairfield, one of the great scorers in Horizon Husky history, coming up empty-handed on that last shot. They're going to get an opportunity here. Good crease defense. And a young man, number 16, that had a sensational year for that Desert Vista team. Came up with the quick poke check to break that last play up. And talking about McLaughlin of Desert Vista, who had an outstanding year, at least every time we saw him play. But congratulations to the Thunder. Dan Lannon, back-to-back state championships at the Division I level. And on the Division II side, Coach Perez and the Desert Mountain Wolves. Here's a nice split dodge and a shot off that dodge, and it was, looked like it might have been off the pipe a bit. In on goal is Daniel Rodriguez for the South All-Stars. And again, the South is in the blue tops and the North is in the white tops. A wrap-around pass. They're going to throw that one away. Back to defend the goalie Wyatt Hill out of Chaparral. It'll be North white ball here. Third period action, South 6, North 1. Up ahead to Felix. Second team All-Stater as he crosses the halfway line. Kukulis marking him up as he backpedals on defense, falls down, and it was teammate McLaughlin who came up with the quick stick check to break that one up. And Felix still looking for his first goal of the contest. Only Bryson Palmer has scored multiple times here tonight, though balanced scoring for the South All-Stars with 5 different players scoring. They get a big ground ball here and will race into the offensive half. And again, congratulations goes out to Austin Gray, the Arizona Lacrosse League Coach of the Year after a 6-7 season last year and failing to make the playoffs. The team completely turned things around, went 13-3 this year, and went all the way to the state championship. Shot no good by the South All-Stars. Jacob Patterson, the powerful left-handed shooter, one of the great scorers of all time in this league. And he was in his junior year this year, I should say. Actually, I think that might have been Teddy. I think that was Teddy Sullivan. Here's a dodge coming from the right side. Another attempt. Wyatt Hill is in goal to start the second half. First team All-Stater, and ironically, Wyatt Hill had to pretty much split his time in goal at Chaparral with Carson Davis. So to get first team All-State honors, he must have had a sensational year, even though he did not necessarily get full-time playing time. We're in the third, a All-Star Game 2015 Arizona Lacrosse League. It has been a scoreless third so far as Rafael Vargas goes to work here and pulls the trigger, and that one was knocked away by the goalie Wyatt Hill. 6-1, South on top on a beautiful, and for this time of May, I would say you would have to almost consider this a cool temperatures. Felix picking up Sullivan on the defensive side. Sullivan looking for a pass, and it was intercepted by Gray. Gray's going to race it out of his own end, bring it into the attack box. He'll want to go coast to coast. But a good slide there on the defensive side. Outstanding defense. McLaughlin, he breaks it up, but right back into the cross of Charlie Felix of the Chaparral Firebirds. Quick pass, shot taken, and the score. Lynch finds the promised land, and it's 6-2 as the North All-Stars cut the lead to 4. The largest lead for the South so far has been 6 at 6-0. And the North has scored the last 2. Now Xavier Balderrama, the outstanding senior of the Mountain Point Pride, who also had another sensational year under Larry Noble, one of the top coaches in the state of Arizona. Third period action, South 6, North 2. Left-handed shot, and almost at point-blank range, and the denial by Wyatt Hill. North trying to clear it out of their own half after a long delay there by Wyatt Hill. Race it into the offensive half. And now they'll set up on, well, they'd like to set up, but instead they throw it away. Here's Van Raphorst. Cade with the steal. Actually, this is McLaughlin. And McLaughlin with a very impressive ground ball. And you can see why Desert Vista is so good. Oh, what a shot there. And an incredible save that time by Wyatt Hill. It's still loose out in front of the crease. Balderrama, number 1, finally picks it up. They'll reset it. He'll take the shot, and again he's turned away by Wyatt Hill. Boy, what a series by Wyatt. I'll tell you what, you could put those two plays right there for Wyatt Hill and send those out to a college recruiter, and that might be enough to get some attention. Now, instead, Callahan out of Desert Vista gets the feed from Sullivan, and he has scored. 7-2 is the score, South on top. Well, he denied him twice, could not do it a third time. And so the South leads it 7-2 over the North. South again in the blue, the white jersey North All-Stars. North gets the face-off possession here and will settle in. Off the dodge. Changing hands, Felix. Man, did this young man, of course he's a senior, have a tremendous season. He was a big part of Chaparral's success this year. One of the true leaders out there. And not only does he get the job done offensively, as this ball is going to be taken away, Reed Sinclair, one of the top defensive players in the state, takes that one away. Second team All-Stater out of Sabino, quickly into the offensive half. And the loose ball picked up by Wyatt Hill. Ground ball picked up at midfield by Balderrama. Weaving his way through that defense. We're in the third period. South by 5 in this 2015 Arizona Lacrosse League All-Star Game. .50-50 ball. And Russ Gilligan with a tremendous play, and he gets it off to Felix. Felix trying to get in the restraining box. He does. Moving right, changing directions, tries to swim through the defense as the ball is picked up by the offense led by Andrew Fairfield. He threw it away right into the clutches of the goalie on the other end. South All-Stars scored the first 6 goals of the game, and they lead 7-2. Good, strong defense by the North. Goal line extended left. And Plotkin tried to tap it back to Wyatt Hill and puts it into the back of the net, and that makes it 8-2. Auto Glass Perfection is a proud sponsor of the Arizona Lacrosse League. From stone chip repair, glass replacement, to commercial fleet auto glass services, Auto Glass Perfection will meet and exceed your satisfaction. Plus, they accept all types of auto insurance. For more, go to agperfection.com. Another shot at the McDowell Mountains on this beautiful evening here in the Valley of the Sun, Scottsdale, Arizona, the 2015 Arizona Lacrosse League. Take a look at the All-Americans. Congratulations to Ryan Kukulis, Van Raphorst, Gray, Patterson, and Votto. We mentioned Austin Gray, the Coach of the Year, but a special send-out to the Billy Lloyd Memorial Award winner for the outstanding contributions to lacrosse in Arizona, to Frankie Armenta. His team also got the Sportsmanship Award for 2015. So congratulations to the Gilbert Tigers. One of the top programs, certainly one of the most successful teams in the past 4 years since they've been under the guidance of Frankie Armenta, who I think is considered one of the smartest coaches in this state of Arizona. And they had an outstanding year again as Gilbert found themselves in a transitional year, and I would not count them out next year to make the Final Four in the Arizona Lacrosse League semifinals next year. I think they're going to be a strong team to contend with. So we go to the fourth period. It's 8-2. A fortuitous play there for the South All-Stars, scoring without taking a shot. They lead at 8-2 as we start the fourth period of this 2015 Arizona Lacrosse League All-Star Game. The scoring, Kukulis and Balderrama scoring for the South in the first. They led 2-0 after one. They scored the first 4 goals to start the fourth period. Bryson Palmer, Braden Martinez, Gavin Christ, and again Palmer. Austin Gray had a goal late in the second quarter to make it 6-1 at halftime. Here's Felix going to work. Good looking dodge there, and lost the ball, and it was recovered by the South goalie, and they will build it up across midfield. Then in the third period, the North came out, Lynch scoring to make it 6-2, but then 2 unanswered goals made it 8-2 and make it 9-2 on the big right hand. Machinsky finding Vargas out there on the right-handed wing, and it's 9-2 South here in the fourth period. So goals in that third period by Lynch, Callahan, and unfortunately Noah Plotkin put one in as he tried to tap it back to his own goalie. And I'm not sure who they're going to give the goal to. We'll try to find out maybe before the end of the game. I doubt that's going to happen. They're certainly not going to give the goal to Noah, who might have a chance to play some offense next year for the Brophy Broncos. He was first team all defense as they score here. Christ from Sullivan. And it's 10-2 in favor of the South here in the fourth period. And a big left hand. And Lynch has his second. Will Lynch, the outstanding underclassman for the Notre Dame Prep Saints. And that makes it a 10-3 game. So they cut the deficit to 7, and that was impressive. I'll tell you, you better watch out for this Notre Dame team next season. They've got a lot of young players coming back. Lynch and another outstanding all-star here today who had over 100 points a year ago, and Spencer Stanton. Hopefully we'll get a chance to see him here today. Opportunity time. Good look. Coming out of X, taking a shot, no good. South with a 10-3 lead. We're in the fourth. Again, we'll remind you the North is in the white, South in the blue. And a special thanks to Ben Jones and the Arizona Lacrosse League for allowing APN to be a part of the season this year. This is out of play, and this should turn it over to the South, and it will. Well, it's been a pleasure bringing you the Arizona Lacrosse League Big Plays of the Week in our weekly game. Sometimes it's been 2 and 3 games a week. Championship week, we had a total of 4 games with 2 finals and 2 semifinals. Kukulis behind his back, and he has scored for the second time. That was impressive. Ryan Kukulis, Arizona Lacrosse League's 2015 Offensive Player of the Year, has scored for the second time. The All-American and first-team All-Stater for the 2-time defending champions. And I know I'm going to probably send Ryan a bill for being his publicist, but I've said it before and I'll say it again. I think he's probably the best, at least on an offensive standpoint. I think he was the best player in 2015, and the league responded by giving him the Player of the Year, and rightly so. And not to take anything away from some of the other great offensive players like Bryson Palmer, Carter Smith, Chase Tornquist, Malkoff at Brophy, Felix. There's so many. Jacob Patterson, Stephen Votto, who might have challenged for that, obviously, if he hadn't missed 6 regular season games. But Ryan Kukulis was simply sensational, and every time he was on APN, he proved that point solidly, no question about it. So the South leads at 11-3 here. We're in the fourth period. Winding down the Arizona Lacrosse League season. Boy, it just seems to go quicker and quicker each year, and this year was a lot of fun. Shot taken. Outstanding save that time. Well, I don't know if that's Wyatt Hill or if Carson Davis. I don't know if Carson Davis checked in. They're just using the same uniform. I have a feeling this might be Carson Davis. Both Wyatt Hill and Carson Davis, it is a rarity that you will find 2 tremendous goalies on the same team, and they shared a lot of time out there. And now at point-blank range, taking the shot, scoring easily is Palmer. That is his third goal for the South. He is the leading scorer in the game on an assist from Balderrama. It's 12-3. Nice face-off win there, and taking the shot. He didn't come up with it, but that was Cam Pfister out of Glendale. Good job by Cam. And Kukulis has it broken up from behind, and a nice job there for the North All-Stars. I think that was Spencer Stanton, and it was. Now, I'll tell you what, look for this guy as he takes the shot and scores, and it is 12-4. So Spencer Stanton scoring. And I'll tell you what, look for him next year to contend for that scoring championship. A young man who started playing, I believe, just a couple of years ago. And he scores here to make it a 12-4 game. Arizona Lacrosse League All-Star shot taken, no good. Michael Whiteside out of Mountain Point pulls the trigger. As we are winding down this 2015 All-Star game. Big right hand, outstanding save. And we got a stop and play here, and this will be, looks like this will be North possession here. As we're down to the final, I would say about the last 20 or 30 seconds. We don't have a scoreboard here. Russ Gilligan made a nice clear earlier in the game. Gives it up to Stanton, and Stanton almost had his second goal. Good hustle on the backside, 57 back there. And that might be Carson Davis playing some offense. And that's going to do it. As the contest is over and our final score from Scottsdale, it's the South winning the 2015 All-Star Game 12-4. This has been a presentation of APN Video Sports.